Hey, what's going on, guys? How y'all doing? It's your boy Serrano. Welcome back to another video. Today I have the Umidigi A3X on my right, and then on my left I have the Nokia 4.2. Now the Nokia 4.2 and the Umidigi A3X both have 12 nanometer processors, so they're going to be pretty good for gaming on both sides. They both also do have 5.7 inch displays as well, so let me just turn that brightness up and you can see they're both pretty visible in outdoor sunlight, so there's no issues whatsoever when it comes to watching media outdoors in any way possible. When it comes to the Nokia 4.2, we're actually getting all glass on the back. When it comes to the A3X, we are getting all glass on the back as well. Now the Nokia 4.2 has plastic around it, so you're getting a plastic material on the outside, whereas you're getting an aluminum material on the A3X right here, as you can see. So the bodies are pretty similar, but on the Nokia 4.2 we're actually getting 13 and 2 megapixel versus 16 and a 5 megapixel on the Umidigi A3X. We are getting a 13 megapixel on the front facing camera of the Umidigi and an 8 megapixel on the Nokia 4.2. Snapdragon 439 on the Nokia, and this is an Octa-core processor. You're actually getting a quad-core processor when it comes to the Umidigi A3X, which it's not that bad for gaming either. You're going to be able to game PUBG and Call of Duty pretty much. Just watch my review of that gaming review, so you can see that. But you can see that the volume rockers and power button are located on the same side. We are getting a headphone jack on the bottom of the Umidigi A3X, and at the top the Nokia 4.2 as well. And you can see we got fingerprints as well, which, let's see which one is quicker. 1 second, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Got it. All right, so now let's do that one more time. It seems to be way easier to locate it on the Nokia because it's just right there versus at the top of the A3X. 1, 2, 3. As you can see, it's a lot easier to touch the this one, the Nokia. 1, 2, 3. So they're not 100% accurate every single time, but you can see they're pretty good. And let's just test out the facial recognition. Let me just take my mask off because I got a mask on. Maybe it's not gonna work because of that mask. Oh wait, it is working. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's about the same speed, but it looks like the Umidigi might be a little bit quicker. Oh, that was actually the same exact time, so they're like exactly identical. Now let's take some camera shots and some gaming shot, compare the gaming performance of both devices, and we'll check that out right now. Hey yo, what's going on, y'all? This is your boy Serrano. I'm on the front facing camera of the Umidigi A3X. This camera is really good. You're gonna be able to basically have a lot of really good footage with this thing. Honestly, I could say this thing records really well in any light condition. And if you're looking to game on this thing, pretty much you're gonna be able to do so. You're gonna be able to game. It has a quad-core processor, but I remember the older A3 that came out. It was like the A3 Pro back in the day, like 2 years ago. That phone struggled a little bit when it came to gaming, but the A3X will actually be able to play games like PUBG. You'll be able to play Call of Duty and stuff like that. you won't have any issues with it. But we are using the front-facing camera right now, and I'm just showing you some of the graphics on Call of Duty Mobile and also PUBG, because those are like the games that really determine if a phone will be able to run basically as a gaming phone. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Serrano. This is the Nokia 4.2, and as far as gaming with this thing, it's definitely gonna be pretty decent. Wow, I just saw a squirrel like running by. That was weird. But front-facing camera is actually pretty good. But when it comes to the gaming on the Nokia 4.2, it's gonna be pretty good. You got a Snapdragon 439. It's an octa-core, so it might be a little bit better than the Umidigi when it comes to overall graphics rendering, because you're getting 4 extra cores on the when you're getting those 4 extra cores when it comes to the CPU and GPU. But you shouldn't experience any stutters whatsoever when it comes to Call of Duty. You can see this is the front-facing camera still. It's the 8 megapixel. Check out these flowers behind me. But gaming is really good on it. I'm gonna try to test out some of these games here so you can check out the graphics. But let me know how the overall quality of the video is on the front-facing camera or the 4.2 from Nokia. So the Umidigi A3X is around $109, and you can get the Nokia 4.2 for $129. What's really cool is both of these devices are actually available in the global market. So that pretty much means anywhere worldwide, in any region, Asia, Africa, Europe, North America, Canada, you're going to be able to use this device, which is both of these devices, which is crazy. Now, you're only getting 16 gigabytes of storage on the A3X, but you can put an SD card in and expand the storage as well. And you're getting 32 gigabytes of internal storage with the Nokia 4.2. So that's actually plenty once you put the SD card in and expand it via the portable storage option, which is really cool. So basically one of these devices has quad core, one of them has octa-core. Now when it comes to the Umidigi A3X, it could definitely hold its own. It's got a 16 megapixel rear shooter on the back, and it's got a 5 megapixel depth sensor. It's got a 13 megapixel front facing camera. This does have Android 10 right out of box, so you don't have to worry about waiting for updates, because it's already giving you Android 10 right out of box. So I actually think that's pretty cool. You're also getting 3 gigabytes of RAM, 16 gigabytes of internal storage, but I have my SD card in here that has 64 gigabytes of extra gigs, and it uses it just like the internal storage. So memory is not an issue or storage is not an issue when it comes to this device. You're getting a quad core processor, so it has 4 cores instead of 8, where a lot of the phones today that they're making have the 8 cores. So that's one thing about this thing, is it's gonna have less cores than the Nokia 4.2. But overall, I didn't have any issues with that. I found it was enough. Even the cameras were really good on this device. So it has that notch at the top, just like an iPhone right here. So it looks really good. Definitely happy with it overall. So I gotta say, it's a really good device. Now the Nokia 4 has a really nice glass design, 5.7 inch, 295 pixels per inch. 720 display, octa-core processor. It's a 439 Snapdragon. You're getting some really nice cameras on the front and rear. So you're getting a 13 and a 5 megapixel, actually a 13 and a, you're actually getting a 13 and a 2 megapixel plus an 8 megapixel on the front, dewdrop display, facial recognition, and a fingerprint sensor on the back. Android 10 software updates for like 3 years. It might even get Android 11 when that comes out as well. So honestly, this device is a little bit more future proof, and it has a more powerful processor as well.